All right, welcome back, everyone.
Hello,
it is
hello.
August 18. Our last update was on July 19th, so a little over a month ago. It's Sunday,
It is.
and we just got back from a failed or decent road trip, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? I think for the purpose that we were going for, which was a trial run, I think it was actually successful. So we just came home early. That's all.
We're planning to go on a trip next month, and we haven't really been out in a while. And so in preparation for this trip, we wanted to test driving far longer distances, being outdoors, and packing. So we did that, but decided to cut the trip like 15 hours short.
Yeah.
Came back and really appreciated being home, like our setup here. And
Oh, yeah.
we just love it. Our bed,
amazing.
just everything's good. But yeah, anyway, all right.
Cool. Let's get into it.
Start us off with service delivery.
Yeah, as you know, these videos are broken down into different parts of our business, and we're going to start off with what he just said, service delivery. So number one, this last month, we have been using a new system for organization of tasks. It's called the Content Kanban. We have one for YouTube as well. And after this first month, it's actually been quite useful. And I really like being able to work with the system and with the new person that's on the team. Some of the other stuff that's been happening is that we are getting our service stack dialed. So something that we're learning about now is CRO, or conversion rate optimization, for those who don't know. And we're using this tool called Microsoft Clarity. It basically helps us understand where people are clicking. It gives us heat maps, recordings, all that stuff. So we're learning how to do that. And then something that is interesting that's happening this month is we have a larger client. Let's say they're a little bit more established and their business is more complex. And I would say it is definitely testing our systems and reporting more than our current client set has in the past. So it's exciting to see. It's definitely stressful at times, but I think we're growing from it. So it's good.
All right, moving on to sales, something we're always trying to figure out, and we'll talk about our pivot later during the growth phase, I think. So we've been running email drips for like 2 months. Finally got one sales meeting. Unfortunately, we did not close that. So we're probably going to be giving up on email drip, as we'll mention later. We did get 2 clients. They kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah. Like on a Friday, one of our cold callers is like, hey, these people, and we got them on the call and we closed them. So I think it was record pace too, because one of them was our cold caller let us know. And within 2 hours, we got him on a video call and paid invoice. So that was a record.
Was insane.
We've realized, I'll save this for later, actually, for the growth part. We did try a new kind of version of outreach where we called it focus leads. We realized that it was just another kind of framing of doing a lot of stuff. But basically, the idea was like to make a video audit on the potential client's website and then kind of reaching out to like 5 people in all ways, whether it's emails, business phone, email, personal email, Instagram. And so we tried that for 2 weeks. I don't think we were as motivated, and we didn't really make that many video audits. No. So that didn't really go well. Yeah. In the spirit of getting better too, we've been trying to run our own ads. So we did spend about a week and a half half-assing like learning our own ads because we've been pushing it off towards our team, but we've been doing that ourselves. And then we actually, the holy grail I think is like referrals. And so we did spend some time drafting an email to our current client set and to some clients that we tried to get in the warm follow-up leads space. So we sent out some emails for referrals, but nothing really happened there.
No. All right. Moving on to operations. So we did have our team grow a little bit, which is exciting. We got a new media buyer person. We have a new cold caller. And then, of course, we have a new graphic designer which we learned like a few days ago is also a web developer. So that was a cool revelation. And now we have a more functional website team, which is awesome. It should be an interesting week, though. We have a very critical team member that is going on vacation, which is exciting, but also a little nerve-wracking for us because that is a big change for, I think, our system, and it will test us, and we'll see how we do, but hopefully it will make us stronger. And then, of course, we had our team meeting. With the new faces, it's always fun to have everyone collaborate and see each other, so hopefully we can keep this party rolling.
Yep. All right, for growth, a few things happened. We started kicking off SEO for our website, or restarting that. The goal was to rank number 1 for Google Ads, one of the hardest phrases to rank for by the end of the year, so we'll see how that goes. We also refined our offer again, which is getting better and better. Shout out to Coach Joe for getting us started a few months ago on that efforts. And then one thing we did was we talked to a friend of mine. He likes to stay private, but he's a really successful agency owner. That in combination with Coach Joe, we really thought about like doing some things like buying back our time. So we're trying to hire a manager, getting better at our products. So Kayla mentioned we're doing like CRO and doing kind of ads ourselves, and then really focusing on like less acquisition channels. So before this, we were doing cold calls, we were doing YouTube, we're doing SEO, we're doing ads, we're doing blah, 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 email drip campaigns. And so really in the next month, we'll talk more about what we're going to do next, but we're now getting rid of email drips. We're going to try to stop doing the podcast stuff that we were doing. Our YouTube for Grow Wise, at least we're going to stop. We were reaching out on LinkedIn, which we're going to stop, and we're going to kind of put a pause on referrals right now. So do you want to talk about kind of our next reignition effort?
Oh man, yeah. So this goes back. Basically, we're reigniting cold calling. We started the year off with cold calling, and I would say it was successful in that it was profitable and we got clients from it. And then we deviated throughout the middle of the year, but now we're going to give it another try, and it's going to be the sole focus. So we're getting our dialer again. We're ramping up our cold callers. Lead sourcing is going to be more dialed. So there's a lot of things that are going to be in motion, and hopefully we can stick to this till the end of the year. This will be our accountability moment, I guess. So like if we're watching this in December and we're doing something different, then boo on us, but we're going to give that a try. So
yeah, I think the difference this time is we'll take a little more accountability on the management side.
Yes.
So we were having like one of our team members manage the sales. So we're going to do that. We're going to audit the calls every day. We're going to audit the leads every day. We're going to try to make improvements every day and just really ramp up like the number of calls we're making. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
You want to do learning?
Yeah, let's do learning. So we have consistently been doing learning for most of August, but we stopped off for a little bit and kind of reframed it so it focused on one thing. The first few weeks were how to sell a product, because we thought we were going to do a product-based business, billiards and Michelin star restaurants in Southeast Asia. So some personal stuff mixed in with there. And then for the weeks after that, we did more overall marketing learning. We have this thing called Joework. It's Coach Joe's videos. And we watched all of the videos that he sent to us. And then this last week, we've been focusing on CRO, really being able to understand what that is. So.
In terms of reading, I've really been slacking compared to last year. I think I was consistently reading full, like cover to cover books once a month. I tried to get to 2 per month this year, but it's actually gone the other way. I think it's mostly because of those billionaire books like Richard Branson and Elon. I only got 60% through. I did try reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I still could not get through that as well. So I got through like 40% of that before I moved on to this book, which is pretty good. It's called Profit First. So it's actually a different way of like managing finances in businesses, which I felt like was new to me because I'm really big on finances and I just never thought of it this way. And basically it's whenever you get income, you take profits first and then pay yourselves out and then do the operating expenses last. Taxes and then operating expenses last, which is usually the reverse. How about you?
Yeah, so if he's slacking, then I'm dead because I have not been reading there very much at all. I've been still trying to keep up on learning, though. I've been starting to listen to this podcast called the CMO podcast, and that's been fairly interesting. And then for me, to get my reading spark back, I've been like reading more things that I enjoy reading rather than doing it just for the sake of learning. So I'm reading a book that I can't remember the title of it right now, but it's basically about how the U.S. and Central America relationship over the last like 50 or so years has led to its current economic and political status. So that one's been pretty interesting. I'm just trying to like re-spark it because my reading bug has died completely. So yeah.
All right. Quick update this week or this month, but next month we're going to really try to focus on getting bigger clients. I think that's something my friend also said to do is like, you guys are worth more than this, so try to go for bigger clients. Yeah. Something recently we've been trying to evaluate is incorporating a fund. Put a little more aside for like pampering ourselves or buying stuff because we don't really buy much. We don't go anywhere. No. And reducing meeting times. Yes. I guess we're trying to figure that out. Just trying to slowly build our way to a self-running company. Yeah, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But thank you for watching. If you're still watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for next time. And this thing. Oh, yeah, and this thing. This is our once a month time that we do this. All right, everyone. See you next time. Bye. Peace.